that on the list of crazy things that have happened in the last couple of years, things you never thought you'd have to worry about. It's just you've got the killer hornets and everything else, but it's just, you know, now every time I leave the house, it's just like Amber Heard could be pooping in my bed right now. No one there to stop her. Just, crazy, crazy. Anyways, there's a guy way funnier than I am coming up. Known him for years. I used to do open mics at Hideout, among other places. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Pat, the Wandering Stoner!
Yeah, that place shifted in Paranoia, now it's the Lookout, right? Alright, I'm gonna warn you guys, I'm a little rusty, and I have ADD, so I'm like working with limited RAM. But some of this shit's new. This is a new bit. The loner with a boner. The lost soul with a goal to pick or pack the next bowl. I am the Wandering Stoner. The other day, me and my buddy were driving down the road and I saw it come and go up the road. And I'm like, finally, they named a gas station chain after all my relationships. And without missing a beat, my buddy's like, where's the fantasies? And then I thought about it and I'm like, that's a fucked up name for a gas station. Just imagine you're some guy driving around, fill up at the first station you go to, don't even think about it, get a pack of smokes, maybe a sandwich. Next thing you know, a week later, you're getting a call from your old lady. The fuck you blow $80 at Fantasies for, asshole? Oh yeah, it's a gas station. Fuck you! I want a divorce! And I'm pretty sure that's why they went out of business. Now for some bad one-liners. Do you guys know what a cokehead's favorite improv game is? Whose line is it anyway? I tell you my roofie joke, I just can't remember it. And as for my acid joke, that giraffe over there will not stop mean mugging me. Or changing colors. I'm not sure if I should be scared or impressed. Scared. Okay. A little bit about me. I'm my mom's youngest, my dad's oldest, but on either side I'm still the shortest. I miss the days when I could call my little brothers, because now they're younger brothers. Makes me particularly sad when I think about giving my youngest brother piggyback rides, because now he gives me piggyback rides, because I ain't letting him get shit off the top shelf for me. It's just not happening. I used to work at a casino. I can't say which one. All I can say is they like animal shoes. I'm a firm believer if you're going to do something wrong, you do it right. Like my mom always said, be good or be good at it. When I worked at the casino, I had the bad habit of fucking with the new guy, and the new guy was a cook. Not very wise to fuck with the cook. He's already got a sharp, shiny arsenal, and since I'm ADD, it's all shiny and I'm already screwed. But one day, first time I ever went into work high, he was the first one I seen, and as soon as he seen me, he grabbed the biggest knife he could, and he pointed it right in my face, and he was like, don't you do it. Not today, Pat. Shit. I gave my name away. No, wait. It's already on the flyer. It's cool. I don't have to be paranoid. Right?
Right.
But, pulled a knife on me, and I looked him dead in the eyes to the tip of the blade, then I zoned out, because I was high. And when I came back to him, I was like, you know, at first, I was afraid. Hell, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never, and then I booked it out of there because that's all I had to do to get that song stuck in his head all day. Is this a bad time to mention I'm left-handed? I have no idea why they thought we were demons back in the day. Time delayed response. I'm used to telling my jokes to stoners, and it usually takes a minute. So I get a little bit of a breather in between punchlines. I did get to pull off one of my professional goals about 2 years ago. I did one of my first painting shows, and one of my childhood best friends were there, and he offered me a fuck you up shot, and my inner Irishman said, accepted. An hour and a half later, I did the same set 3 times over with different deliveries on every joke. But that's not the most impressive thing. The most impressive thing is I still got paid and booked another show. I was hoping to do a blackout set on an open mic, but a painting gig and pulling it off was above standard. I see some dogs in the crowd tonight. I'm a dog owner. I had a drug dog when I was a kid. My older brother named her Teener. This half is a lot cooler than the rest of you guys. But about 4 years ago, I decided to get a dog as an adult. And I went to the Humane Society. I was hoping to get a husky because growing up I had wolves, and that was like the closest thing to legal I could get. But instead, like, I went on a dog sale day at the Humane Society, you know, half price dogs, because I'm a conservative, I'm always looking for a good deal. And out of all the dogs I saw that day, I picked the one dog that like laid on the thickest fucking guilt trip I've ever had in my life. Like, all the other dogs sniffed my hands. The one I took home was the one that just shot me a look like, you don't want me, you want a puppy. Fuck you, don't get my hopes up. Came to life, he was like, holy shit, that worked. Oh, I love you, dude. Best dog ever. I found out when I adopted him that he had been there twice. So I figured I was gonna change his name. He was Harley when I got him. I named him Natsu after my favorite character in Fairy Tale. It's an anime, I swear. But I named him after that. Also, the chick I was talking to, it was her favorite anime as well. But I named him Natsu, and Natsu was great. The only drawback to him was little kids and old people like to call him Nazi. And he was a golden retriever. I'm like, fuck. But it was a trip, man. Like, it was my first time owning a dog as an adult, and one of the things that tripped me out is every time he took a shit, he would like lock eyes with me and be like, are you watching me? You're watching my ass right now. And he had a very expressional face. Like, every now and then he'd like lick the spot where his balls used to be, and then he'd look like he was mean mugging me. And I'm like, hey man, that wasn't me, that was your old family. Not me, bro. Although this little bastard loved the dude to death. But he was a fat boy. Like, you could not leave bacon alone for a nanosecond without him being on it. I learned that about the first week I took him back home. And then I got a husky puppy, finally. And we got him neutered. And whenever he licks his balls and meat mugs me, I'm like, you do it again and see what I do next time. I've come to the conclusion that there are like 3 personality types for pot dealers. You got the first one, I like to call the most common out of the 3. This is the in and out guy. He's gone in a flash, so's your cash, and you're checking your pockets to make sure it wasn't just a mugging. Second one's a lot cooler. I like to call this one the hangout guy. He'll smoke you out, he's got stories. The only bad thing about him is he likes to babysit. And not anything useful like kids or pets, just the pipe. You know. Then there's the third type. You never run into them right away, but you do eventually. I like to call this one the jealous ex. As soon as you hit them up, they're like, where you been? Who you been talking to? Oh yeah, is that right? Guess what? This is retail now, motherfucker. That homie discount is gone. I always laugh when I run into them. I'm like, you're cute. You thought we had something special here? This was out of convenience purely. Oh, as part of my cover, I got a bag of stones.
Make it rain.
So I suffer from something shiny disease. I mean ADHD. I got diagnosed roughly at the ripe old age of around nap time in kindergarten. Around 16, I decided to take myself off my medication and do what my dad said, which was try to be normal. I don't think I've nailed it yet, but I'm having more fun as we go. Like I said, living a dream. I forgot where I was going. I was going to name my first son whenever I do settle down and start a family. My first son's name is going to be Justin, middle name Case. And then I thought about it and I think I figured out the worst name for a girl. And if you're a girl with this name, I'm sorry. Your parents are so mean. But I think I figured out the worst name for a girl. It's Michaela, or K for short. Because I imagine whenever you're like getting it on, the other person is just gonna, when they're in their O face, they're gonna be like, okay, okay. And I don't think it's a real confidence booster. No, it's not gonna help your self-esteem.
Okay.
Exactly. I did a show last Halloween out in like the Panhandle. I don't want to say where, but because of this show, I've got some new charges I factor in when I'm doing shows out there. Like if you got the 3 C's, conservative, Christian, or country, there's a charge for that now. There's also another charge if a potential sheep fucker's in the crowd. I was at one show and the heckler gave a full-on like college presentation speech about how to fuck sheep. Attire included. And he told this to me and the other comic that was still at the show, and I'm like, after he left, me and the other comic were like, dude, we have to make fun of this guy for life, right? Yeah. Okay. And this is me fulfilling my end of that deal. So one thing I learned as a pizza boy was how to find weed anywhere. All you have to do is order a pizza. The Domino's guy is going to know where you can find some weed. So, word to the wise. I learned that from a construction crew. Fuck. I like to take my time when I finish. Some things can't be rushed, Joe. But I'll try.
True though.
Alright, a lot of people like to say that stoners are kind of slow, that we're a little immature, and whenever I hear that, I can have this one come back ready and wait. Now bear with me, I'm a smoker and I gotta catch my breath. But it goes a little something like this. Jack and Jill went up the hill to smoke some marijuana. Jack had a high and zipped his fly and said, do you want it? Jill said yes and dropped her dress, and then they had some fun. Wade said, Jill, I forgot the pillow. And then they had some. And I get done telling this to my buddy Jim, and he's like, so Jack and Jill got hitched, right? And I'm like, yeah, the fuck else was Jill gonna get child support out of Jack's ass? For Jack was nimble and Jack was quick, but Jill was ready for Jack's bullshit. And much like my bag, I'm out.
One more time for Pat the Wandering Stoner.